Hello, guys. Hello, hello, hello. So I'm just going to wait for people to join the stream. Okay? Yeah, I'm going to wait. So I want to say thank you to all of my subscribers. Thank you so much for subscribing to my channel. I thank you for your love, for your support. I appreciate each and every one of you that have supported my journey here on YouTube. I actually don't take it for granted. Thank you so much. These are thumbs up for you guys. Okay, so while I wait for people to join the stream, thank you so much. Those people that are just joining and yet they're giving me hearts already. Thank you so much, guys. Yes, thank you so much. So I want to welcome everyone to another live stream for tonight. This is a live class. So for those of you that don't know what a live stream is, it's actually a live class where the videos are not edited. As you are seeing me raw. So I'm doing everything like that. So you watch and then you would see me. I'll start the tutorial and then we'll just go along. So when you have questions, you drop your questions on the chat. And then as I'm walking, I will look on the screen and then respond to your chats. So that's what a live class is all about. So I just want to say thank you to all those that have been supporting me. I actually don't take it for granted. So guys, so thank you so much. Elizabeth, thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Thank you. So I want to welcome all of you to today's class. So you can see on the thumbnail. So today we're actually going to be making just a free boo dress. So it's just a free dress with a big exaggerated sleeve, and it is a cut together dress sleeve. Yeah, that's what we're going to be doing today. Thank you so much, Fatima. You're welcome. Thank you so much. I appreciate you guys. Okay, so now let us just get started so we don't waste so much time. Let's get started into our tutorial for today. So I'm going to show you guys here. So this is the fabric that I'm going to be using. So I'm just using this plain lining fabric for the dress. And then because the way the tutorial is, I'm going to draft it on the pattern paper, then we'll transfer it to our fabric. So let's do it that way so it will make it easier for us. Okay, yes, thank you so much. So let's see. Thank you so much for all of the compliments. Rafa Dams, thank you so much. So now I'm going to readjust my camera. Okay, so let's see. Yeah. So I'm just trying to position it in such a way that it will like capture the table. Okay. Yes, so we'll be able to see. Thank you so much. I thank you so much, Elizabeth Roberts. Thank you so much. Sekinat, thank you so much. Yeah. So you can see, so I'm just trying, let's see. I don't want it to be too far. I want, okay, this is that ending part. Okay, so we'll be able to see from here to here. This is the beginning part. So as I go along, I think I would adjust. I don't want it to be too far. So yes, I think we're good to go. So we have everything we need. So we are going to be drafting on this paper. So this dress is a very simple boo dress. So it's a cut together sleeve, like I said. So when you want to cut this dress, there are some things that you're going to put into consideration. So I'll use my dress form. Okay. So I'll use my dress form. So you can see my dress form. So when you want to, okay, let's see. Let's adjust the camera. Yeah. So when you want to make this dress, what you put into consideration is your sleeve. So that's the way you fold your fabric. So your sleeve, for instance, if you want, you place your tape like this, and then you measure up to how long you want your sleeve to be. So you can see. So for instance, if I want my sleeve to be as long as 32, I'm going to fold my fabric at 32. Okay. So that's just simply how this is. That's how it works. Okay. So for today's one, we're going to use our paper's length. So you start from the center back. So let's check what we have on our pattern paper. So we have about 25 inches. So thank you so much, Esther Ene. You're welcome. Thank you so much, guys. So the next thing you are going to put into consideration is the length of the dress. But if you see, you can do the one that you fly, you can do the one that you tuck in. So if you want to do something that you are going to tuck in to your dress, you have to make it a little bit longer, maybe like 21, 22, thereabout. Okay. All right. So like I said, we're working with our pattern with what we have here, and this our pattern paper is just like about 18 inches. So I'm going to improvise. So let's just work with what we have. So the first thing we're going to do now, this is our center back. Okay. So this is our center back now. So what we will do from this part now, this is going to be our shoulder line. So I'm going to mark a line across on it. So let me get my pattern. So I'm going to mark a line like this. So this line now is going to be like my shoulder line. So let's start with this. This is going to be my shoulder line. So we just walk with the line that way. And then from this shoulder line, the next thing we're going to do, I'm going to come down by 1 inch. So you can do 2 inch since it is a boo top. You can do 2 inch is okay. And then I'll just mark it that way. So when I mark it that way, that's 1 inch that I came down with. So like I said you can do 2 inch. Just float it into that line so you can see. So with this, you've already dropped your shoulder. So the next thing, Bukola, you're welcome. Thank you so much. So the next thing, you're going to come to this part, which is our neckline, and then we're going to use 3.5 inches because it's not going to you are not going to add zip anything to the neckline, so you don't want it to be too small and then you don't want it to be too big. So you are going to add like you're going to use like 3.5 inches or 4 inches. If it's somebody that is busty, you can use 4 inches, but 3.5 inches is okay. So when you mark that 3.5 inches, from that 3.5 inches, you are going to come down, depends on how deep you want it to be. So for this, let's just do 3 by 3, okay? So I'll mark 3 by 3 that way. So when I mark 3 by 3, what I'm going to do, I'll just take my pattern curve like this and then I'll place it here. Okay. So another way for you to, like, if you really want to gauge your round neckline very well, you can just connect it like this. You understand? You can actually do this. Just make this like this, and then you'll be able to navigate a beautiful curve from here like this. I don't think this is the best pattern curve to use for this. I think I should have used the other one. Okay. Yeah, you see this one is better. So you can see, just join all of the points together. So you can see you have a beautiful round neckline. So the next thing we're going to do now, you're going to look for the bust point. So even though it is a free dress, but it's not like it's going to be like free. So next thing you're going to look for your bust point. So I'll use 9 inches in this case. So when I use 9 inches, so I already know that that's my bust point. Okay. So the next thing I'm going to do now. Okay, thank you, Helen. You say you like my hair. Thank you. This you people know that this I forgot that I had this it was 2 days ago that I was like, "Ah," I went to where I used to keep my hairs and I was checking. I was like, what's this one? And I saw his hair. I was like, so I have this hair. It's been a while, and I brought it out. So let me just rock it for some few days again. Seriously, I totally forgot that I had it. Okay, so let's continue. Yes. So that's our bust point. We use 9 inches. So from that bust point, the next thing we're going to do, we're going to mark your bust measurement. That's how wide you actually want your dress to be. So mine is 36. So when I divide 36 into 4, I'm going to have 9 inches. So what I want to do, since I want it to be a free dress, I'm going to add 1 inch to it. So I'm going to have 10. You can make it 11. So it depends. So I'm just going to mark it like this. So I'm just putting a mark. I'm not really using this for anything, okay? I'll put a mark there just as a guide. So I'll know that when I'm curving, it's from this point I will take my shape and bearing downwards. So that's the essence. So the next thing now, I'm going to come to this down part. So you're going to determine how open do you want the sleeve to be. You understand? So for this, it is optional. You do it however you want to do it. Okay. So for this now, I'm going to, like, let's use 13 inches. Even though my pattern paper is small, yes, when I'm doing it on the fabric, I will show you guys. So I can use 13 inches. Let's just use 13 inches. So I'll mark my 13 inches here. And then when I mark my 13 inches here, see what I'm going to do. You see, remember this part, this point, that was that bust line. You understand? So from that point, I'm going to just, you see what I'm trying to do, like navigate a curve. So you can see the curve is even taking me even more than that 13 that I marked. So I'll mark it up to this point like this. Okay, so this bust point, in case you don't want the curve to be on your bust point, you want it to come to the under bust, you can measure from here to this place. Thank you so much, Nat Shin. Thank you so much. You people, the compliment on this hair. Thank you so much. Like, seriously. So from this point now, you can take it down if you don't want to use your bust point. In case you want it down, you can come down by your under bust, and then from that point, still do the same thing. You understand? So now when we mark this, the next thing we're going to do, this point now that we mark, which is our measurement of our the bodies, you just take it down. You can see it's a simple process. And then this now, we're going to curve this. Let's see. So I'm trying. So this, because we don't want this part to be so sharp, we're just going to curve. You use your pattern curve to, like, give it a little curve. So can you see? So when you mark it like that, so I'm just trying to look for the, like, the best we can. You can see my pattern curve is set, set keep for the thing. So I'll just mark it this way. So when I mark it, I, like, already have the shape. So the next thing I'm going to do now, this part, I'm going to reduce this part a little bit because this part has to be bigger. You understand? So you can see what I'm doing. So I need to reduce this part. So in reducing this part, I can just do this. You understand? So I can do this, or I'm just looking for the best way to do this. Yes, I can do this. So I can just come from this point now. I can just mark like this. Okay. So when I mark like this, and then from this point, I need that part to be, I don't need it to be round. So you can see. So this is what I'm trying to do. So I'm still going to blend this because it's not supposed to be so. So you can see. So I'll just blend it. So that is basically what I'm trying to do. This is what I'm trying to do. You understand? And then it comes like this. So to give you that shape. So that's all we need for our top tonight. So the next thing now, I'm going to cut this out. When I cut this out, we are going to use our fabric. We'll transfer it to the fabric. Okay. It is a simple process, a very simple boo top, and the dress is really classy. You can see it on the pictures. Really, it's something that you can do, you can make, you can rock it with a jeans, you can rock it with your pants. So you can see what I'm doing. So this was what I was trying to say. Now I'm going to show you guys. So you see the shape. Can you see the shape? So that's how simple it is. So let me see. Let's read some little comment. Matilda TV, I just logged in, please. Can you me understand what we are cutting? Okay, we're actually cutting a bubble top with, like, a big funnel cut together sleeve. So it is a simple process. I'm going to explain it again. Okay, Elizabeth, love the way you make it easy when you exploring. Thank you so much, Elizabeth. Okay, explain. Yeah, I know. I got what you meant. So the next thing, I'm going to cut my neckline. So the back and the front, we're going to cut them together so you can see. So I'm going to go over this again and explain. Okay. So let's see. So this is my pattern paper. So like I said, you use the width of your, how wide you want your sleeve to be. That's how long you want your sleeve to be. That is what you will use to measure your neckline. You understand? From this part to the end of your pattern. So when after that, you are going to mark your neckline. You measure your neckline. After marking your neckline, you can come down by 1 inch or 2 inch and then just float that into the shoulder line. So after that, the next measurement you are going to take is your bust point or your under bust, either of the two, any one. Let me not use the wrong English. So from this point now, you mark this point and then you measure. So for this, I took my bust point. So I came down to my bust point. When I got to the bust point, I just made an indication here. It's not like I'm doing anything. So the next thing I marked my bust measurement from this point to this point. So I added about 2 inches, almost like 2 inches to my bust measurement because the dress is a free dress. So when I marked it, I now marked it here. And then the next thing I came to this end and then measure how open do I want my sleeve to be. So I came down with about 13 or 14 inches. So you can make it as big, like that one on the picture. That one is like 16 to 18 inches. You understand? So once you are using a pattern, that's the beauty of a pattern. Once you are using a pattern, you don't have problem. If you place it on your fabric, you can always increase or reduce it. So I came down with about 13 inches, which was this point. So at the end of the day, it got to about 15. And then from that point, what I just did, I marked it from that point that I came down. I just took like an angle down to that bust, the measurement of my bust line, and then just brought it down. So that's how simple it is. Okay, Ellen, say, can I use elastic on the edge of the sleeve? Yes, you can use elastic. If you use elastic, what part of the edge are you talking about? Is it this down part? Like you want to do it? Okay, like ruche. Yes, of course you can. You can. Yes, you can do that. You can actually do that. So this is my fabric. So like I said, I'm using this lining piece. So what I'm going to do now, my fabric is folded into four. So I need to cut. We're going to actually cut everything together. So when we finish, when we cut, so we'll cut everything together. So I'm trying to place it. Okay, let's see. I hope. Um, okay. Okay. So now I'll take this pattern now, and then I'm going to place this. So can you guys see now? You see that we have enough fabric here. So now what I'm going to do now, I'm going to pin this. Let me pin it down first. So it will be easy for me to to work on. Okay, so I'm trying to pin. Okay. So for the length, so you can see, we're going to have a floor, which I think it's like I'll turn this thing to the floor so that you people can see it properly. But it might be so far, but let's see if we can use our floor. I just hope. Okay. Okay, so can you see? I know it will be far, but we ain't got no choice. Let's see. It's going to be a little bit far, but you people have to just manage with me. So the next thing we're going to do now, I'm going to use my chalk. I know it's going to be far, but so you can see. So this now, I'm just going to extend this down like this. And then this, I want to increase this. Can you see? So you increase this. So you can increase it as much. Depends on how big we want. That's from this point now. We can take it, we can open it however we want. So now let's cut now. So I hope, I know it will be a little bit far, but this is just the best that we can do right now. Okay. So I'm just trying to trim it nicely. Yes. So like I said, so it depends on, so for the shoulder, I'm going to maintain my shoulder slope like this. Okay. So my thighs is so now cut the neckline. Okay, so I'm just trying to tidy up this shoulder area. I don't want my what do you call it? My scissors to touch that paper. All right. So I'm trying as much as I can. Let me just see. So for the sides, I need to let me reduce it a little bit more. So like I said, for this, you don't really need any much shape, but just make sure that it is not over big. Okay. So the next thing now, we're going to sew this, and then I'll show you guys how, for those of you that don't know how to turn neckline with bias. So let me show you guys how to do that today, so you can see it's a simple process. See our dress. Can you see the sleeve? Can you see the beauty of the sleeve? Can you see? So yeah, I'm just so excited. Let's stitch. Let's let's power up on this machine and stitch. Yes. So okay, yeah. All right. Okay. Table cleared. Extra scissors stay out. Paper scissors stay out. Yes, so guys, it's a simple dress. So as a beginner, this is a project that you can, as in, you can do. Do you understand? This is a project that you can do easily. You see the neckline is going to be wide enough. So what we're going to do, the first thing we'll do, I'll show you guys how I normally do this. So the first thing, I'm going to stitch the shoulder, the first one of the shoulder first, and then we'll turn the neckline, and then before I stitch the second one. So that's what I normally do. So with that, it will make the neckline to, the stitch to hide nicely. Okay. Okay. So you just, what you do, just navigate the slope. Is it slope now? All right. So after navigating the slope, this is what we're going to have. So like I said, the next thing I'm going to sew, we're going to open the neckline. So let's work on the neckline, okay? Yes. So how do you do this? What you will do, you start from the, since the bias is going to be inside, so we're going to start from the wrong side. So this is the, we're going to start from the right side. So this is the right side of my fabric, okay? And then I'm going to take my bias. So I don't have the matching bias, so I decided to use something similar. So I'm going to take this now, so you can see my bias. So I'll use my hand to open it, and then I'll take one part of it. This is the tiny part of it, and then I'm going to place it like this. Okay, can you see? Yes, Bukola, try it. This is a very simple project, and it is it and the dress is gorgeous. Do you understand? It's a very classy dress that you can rock it however you choose to. So you can see what I'm trying to do. So now I'm placing it on the neckline. So that's the like the first stitch. So I'm just using my hands to like open up that part, that folded part, and then I'm navigating the entire neckline. Okay, so you can see I'm just navigating the neckline. So the neckline is open on one side. What I did, I've not finished joining the other part of the shoulder, so I just joined one part of the shoulder, and then I'm trying to cover the neckline before I join the other part of the shoulder. So I hope you understand. So but if you don't want to do this, you can use a facing. It's okay. You understand? So most times I prefer using facing, because facing you will not see any stitch outside. But if you want to use a bias, that's still good. Just make sure that your hands are stable. That's all you need. Okay, yeah. So for those of you, you guys should give this video a thumbs up. So you can see three dots on the side. Just click. Once you click on the three dot on the side, you will see the like button. So like the video so other people can see it. Okay, so so this is like the first stitch of our bias, like the first stitch I'm stitching on it. Okay, so as a beginner, these are some of the simple projects, simple things that you can actually sew. So after that, you just cut off your excess. Okay, and then when you cut off your excess, you are left with this. You can see, so it is simple. That's why it is a bias. Do you understand? So the next thing, you are just going to take this like this and just bring it in. Can you see? As in simple, one way like this. You just bring this in. So this, you can decide to iron it. You understand? You can iron it to make it really simple and easy. I think let's iron to make it easy and simple for yourself. So let me plug my iron and then we'll iron it. Okay, so I'm just like looking for the best way to, okay, to lift my pressing iron. Okay, as tailors, our pressing iron, you always look at the face, because if you don't look at the face, you can use it to buy market. What I mean by buy market is you can stain somebody clothes beyond. So you can see, so I'm just like pressing this down. Chiffon fabric, they are always very difficult to work with as a beginner. I remember then when I started learning how to sew. Funny enough, I used to sew chiffon very well. I use the whole of my energy and everything. So because at this point now, if you don't do this very well, it's going to make the neckline very rough, very rough. At this point, at this point, you need to be very careful. You understand? Very careful. So you can see. So I'm just trying to like fold it in, and yet I'm trying to fold it. The thing is raising head up. Understand? You have to be very careful. If not, when you stitch the neckline, it's not going to be equal. Let me disconnect the pressing iron. Okay, it's not going to be equal. That's the stitch. Some part is going to be big, some part is going to be small. So let's see. Let's stitch. I don't want that pressing iron to burn my leg. So now I'm just going to fold this in like this, and then I'm going to start securing it down. Very simple. So I'm just using the guide of of my, what do you call it, of my bias. So at this point I really want it to be neat, so I'll just keep going, and I'll try as much as I can not to use so much speed. You understand? Not to use so much speed because I need the neckline to be straight. Okay? Yes. I need the neckline to be straight. So I'll just keep, so you can see it's like my hand shaked somewhere. I noticed it now. So I'll just keep going. But since the bias is already there, that's the beauty of it. You just keep going. You don't need to rush. Okay? Don't rush it. Don't use speed. So when you are using industrial machine, for those of you that are using industrial machine, you have to really master the usage. How to control your speed. So it's like me, once I'm tapping, as I'm stepping on it, it's almost like I'm not even stepping on anything. You get. So I'll show you guys. Can you see the neckline? Can you see? You see? You see how neat and fine it is outside? You see? Then you see. Okay. I've been your student for more than 2 years. Thank you so much, Rashidat. I have learned a lot. One of those days I will come and you should come and do your freedom. That's true. Thank you so much. You said, okay, it's true. That's true. Online students, people come and gather. Let's come and do freedom. Oh. That's true. So when we are done, so now I'm placing it now. So I'm going to join the other part of the shoulder now. Can you see? It's true. Oh. You come and do your you come and do our freedom. It's true. I agree with you. So now you place now. So now we're joining the shoulder together. So I'll place it like that. Just make sure you place both of them together. So you don't bother trying to top stitch now. Just stitch first. You come back and stitch the other part close, okay? Yes, so I'm just placing it. So now I'm navigating the shoulder area just to like close the shoulder. Okay. So after that, like remember this part that we started sewing now. So I'm going to come back to that part. So now I want to like secure that neckline now, okay? Okay, so yes, so now you can see I've done it. So it's easier this way instead of trying to like back stitch it from the beginning. Okay, so now the next thing we're going to do now, we're going to join the side of our dress. Can you see? It's a simple process. So I'm just going to place it like this. So I'll hold this part like this, and then I'm going to start stitching it. This is a simple project, so my people, you people should please try this out. And when you want to make it really fine so that you people can see the picture on the thumbnail now. So that you can wear it to not just something you wear to market, no, can wear it for parties like when you have casual parties like birthdays, you can actually rock this look. So once you get to this part, you're just going to like navigate that curve, okay? And then so navigate it like that. You know, when you are sewing chiffon, normally you're supposed to change your machine needle. You understand? If not, it's going to be like pulling that chiffon together. So normally that's what I should have done because this fabric is a very soft fabric. I should have used a needle of like 16 inches or 14 sef to make it really soft. So with that, you're not going to have all this that you are seeing here, all of these drags. Okay, so it will make your chiffon to relax the more. So please note. So but me, because I have experience in sewing chiffon, I know how to handle it. So that is why you can see as I'm stitching, see what I'm trying to use my hands to do. I'm trying to use my hand to like hold out the fabric, okay, so that the machine is not entirely what is controlling it. Because if you leave the machine to control your chiffon, at the end of the day, what you will see. So I'm trying to navigate the other curve. So we are almost done. So the next thing, I'm bringing it down. Okay, let's see. Do you have questions? Mm, okay, okay, you for answering. Okay, thank you so much for all of the compliments. I appreciate. You guys are making me to blush. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So I'm just trying to, yes. So basically, we are done. So I'm just going to cut this open, and then remember this armhole area. Just give it tiny notch, okay? Give it tiny notch, and then give this part also tiny notch. So at this point now, when you get to this point, you want to, what do you call it? You want to, what do you call it? Trim your gown or your blouse or whatever. So if you want to give it a like a curve look, you don't want it to be like straight. At this point, you can do that. So how do you do that? You just on this part edge like this, just come up a little bit, and then just like, yeah. So you can see. So this will help you give it one beautiful outlook like this. So let's plug our pressing iron again, and then iron. Okay, yeah. So let's see. So now our camera can stay up. Let me be reading all the charts as I'm ironing. Okay, so thank you so much. So let's see. Okay, so she makes sewing fun and easy. Thank you. Thank you. Wow. Oh, that's true. You should not be afraid of sewing. It's not big deal. It's actually no big deal. You get. Yes, you should not be afraid. Me, like I used to say, don't be afraid to spoil any clothes. Nothing they happen. You get. So just what I mean by that is practice, as in practice. Buy clothes, use yourself to practice. So with that, you'll not be afraid that any cloth will spoil in your hand. Like me, there's something I normally do, which has been a secret and it has helped me a lot. I normally used to put enough allowance on my clothes when I'm making clothes. I used to put, I'll see some people when they are sewing, they would like put just 1 inch allowance on my. The day that market will fall and press you, you will know yourself. So I used to put up to like 3 inches allowance, and that thing has really helped me a whole lot. As in, when you find out that maybe you now had a little bit of problem during the process of that sewing, is that allowance, that extra allowance that is inside, that's what will help you. By the time you now open up this my iron. Say if I tell you that I don't know how to control it, this is like the highest. So let me leave it though. I don't want to. It's better for me to come and disconnecting it than for me to come and to go and do the one that I will not know later. So it has really helped me a whole lot. So when you have issues, maybe that dress, you now have some little bit of issues, maybe some part did not align and then you are trying to align them. It is that inches, that that extra inches that I used to put inside, that is what used to be the saving grace that I used to have on my dresses when I'm making them. So at the end of the day, when I'm done, if I don't have need for the allowance, before I do my final coupling, I'll just trim out everything That's when I'm taking the final measurement before I couple. Once I know that okay, the dress is balanced, everything is okay, I'll just like cut it off, okay? But for me to not to have allowance in my dresses, but like I must put enough allowance. So at times when I see, I was like, oh, everybody with their own sewing, you get. So you just do what works for you. That's it. That's all. All right, thank you. Yeah, let's see. Very true. Okay, let's see. Thank you. Thank you. You people should thank you. Let me know that you people appreciate the life. So to make me want to come out more. So I'm just trying to iron it. So we'll place it on the mannequin for us to see. Okay. I don't want it to. This table. I'm just struggling. This is my machine table. There's no cloth under. I'm just I'm just trying to just use this. Okay. To like iron it. So basically, my live stream, I just try as much because I know that there are some beginners. I remember then, the first time I came into sewing, I was like, oh. The funny thing is that it's not like I came into sewing. My mom used to sew clothes. You get? And my mom then she used to like, hey, people should learn how to sew. Learn how to sew. We'll be doing younger. We don't want to learn how to sew. The only thing we know how to do is we know how to match machine. What do you mean by match machine? They sew oversized for you. You know how to adjust it to short skirt. You cut the skirt and fold it to not turn to mini skirt. That's what we know how to do. If they say if the dress is too big, you will tight it. You know how to do all those ones so that your bum bum will be showing, will be the dress will hold your bum bum. You know how to do that one. But cut cloth, so it's like a beg. It was later, later when I now saw the need for it after school and everything. Oh yeah, work now. That's when I now knew. I was like, I beg. That's when I now went. Like I now went to go and learn. Just but because I already had know how to sew somehow. It was the only problem was cutting. When I started in a week, I was able to make a dress, and other people were like, "Ah, you that just came to my mind." I was like, "Eh, you that who told you people that?" In my mind, I was like, "Who told you people that I just came?" These people they don't know. They don't know that I used to be in my mother's shop then. So immediately I came, I was like, I was just sewing straight. So they thought I was just like a rock bottom beginner, but they did not know that no, that was not true. I already had the background sewing from home. Okay, so now I'm going to place this on our mannequin. So I'm just trying to iron it very well so that it will be fine and neat. That we don't just put, yeah, so that it is neat and fine. So that's what I'm trying to do. So thank you so much, all of you that tuned in to our live class for today. People have heard small story about my sewing journey. Yeah. So I'm going to disconnect my pressing iron. Like seriously. Okay, so let's see our mannequin. So this is our mannequin. So I actually made this skirt some time ago. So let's see. Let's wear her. All of these pins that are pinned to our mannequin. We need to take them all out. Okay. Yeah. That's how the pins. That's how they lost. Though. Before you know, one full pack is gone. It's finished. Can you guys see how beautiful this is? So I'm just trying. Okay, I know what I'm going to do. Let me use it to cover this place. Oh, I'm loving this. So I'm just going to pin it. Yes, at the back. I will pin this. Yeah, I love, 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 love. Let's see. Okay, so can you guys see? So this all these ones now, let's just trim. So all these ones on a normal day, I'm supposed to fold them. So can you see? I'm just trying to show you guys. So like I said, if you want it, okay, it's not showing it though. If you want it bigger, you can make it as big as you want, okay? So I'm just trying to trim all these edges. But you see the concept of the dress. Can you see the sleeve? Can you see? Can you see? Can you see? Can you see? You see how beautiful this dress is? You see the sleeve? So if you want to make it bigger, all you have to do is just go down more. You understand? Go down more. You can take it up to like 20, 25, depends on how big you want it to be. That's you come down. Let me adjust this camera so people can see what I'm saying. Like this. So you can come down. You remember that curve, that down like this that we went. So you can come down to like 20, 25 inches. So it depends. But if you want this our moderate one, you can just use this one. Okay. So you can see. You can see at the end of the day, it came out really fine. It is a simple project. Simple, simple beginner project. So thank you so much, all of you that tuned in for our tutorial today. You post should practice along, and then you can send me a picture of what you did. You can send it to me on WhatsApp. So thank you so much. Look at the way I'm sweating. See my dress, like jeez, this kind of dress that used to show sweat here. So thank you so much, guys, for tuning in. So let's see. Okay. Okay, Bukola, I said this is the first time here, and I'm really okay. I really enjoyed it. Thank you so much. Got a new sewing project. Yeah, that's true. Maxi Sammy. When I was like 2 months old, my sister saw me always from my mom, saw me away from my mom and dad, and she only dressed me up. She was like 6. Thank you so much, Ellen. Thank you so much. Let's see. Okay, I do spoil plenty clothes until I met you. Thank okay. I get one customer way almost beat me. Abeg, abeg, I no fit laugh for Rasheedat Ruth. Okay. Okay, let's see. Thank God, at least thank God you are better. Okay. Okay, thank you so much. So, guys, I'll see you guys in my next class. So, let's see, maybe Saturday or Sunday. So, thank you so much. God bless you all.